What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and let me just tell you guys, I have been on a roll these last couple weeks with the videos. This time I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this super easy neutral glam holiday look. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright guys, so please ignore this hair situation that I have going on. It's part of the look, but let's just go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. I've gone ahead and already set my eye with a little bit of e.l.f. concealer, and then just set it with a little bit of my Airspun setting powder, which is going to be the perfect base for me. You don't really need anything else than that. Concealer and some setting powder works perfectly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Jeffree Star Nudes palette, and I'm going to be taking the colors Invitation Only and Money Shot. And I'm going to be mixing these two colors together on a nice little flat shader brush, just like this one right here. Sorry if you guys hear my chair squeaking. I don't know why it's so squeaky. It's so annoying, but I'm going to just start to pack it on to my lid closest to my lash line, like so. And then I'm going to take a nice little fluffy brush like this. It's just clean, there's nothing on it, and I'm going to start to diffuse the color upward into the crease, but not all the way. And once you've diffused it, you're just going to continue to add a little bit more color right over top and just diffuse it until you get like a nice rich chocolate brown that just kind of fades into your crease. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so you guys can see. Going back with my flat little brush on those two colors, and then just layering it over the top. Don't be afraid to get into the corner a little bit, because as you diffuse it with the brush, it's not going to be like super crazy. Okay guys, so now that you have this like situation going on here, as you guys can see, there's a pretty harsh line of that brown, but it's already starting to blend upwards. So on a nice fluffy brush like this one, I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to be using the colors Craving Chocolate and Cunnilingus, I believe is how you say it. And these two colors are a little bit lighter. I'm just going to mix them together. And now I'm gonna go ahead and place it right over top of that harsh line, but also a little bit above it, and then just start to blend it into the crease. And as you guys can see, I'm really just working this into the crease and just blending that harsh line. I'm going to continue to do this until I get a nice little soft line. I'm going to just add a little bit more of Craving Chocolate just to deepen it up and blend a little bit better. Okay, and then once you have something like this is where I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Morphe palette. And I'm just going to take this burnt orange here, and again on another fluffy brush like the last one. And once I have it a little mixture like so, I'm going to start to add this into the crease, directly into the crease and just above it. And this is going to start giving a little bit more dimension. As you guys can see, it adds a little bit more warmth to those browns. and then just start to diffuse that. So I applied the product on one side of the brush for the most part, and I set it as my base, and then I flipped it to the other side a little bit and just used the edge to diffuse the color outwards. You want most of your orange to kind of be more concentrated in the crease and then just diffuse outward, so that way you have a nice gradient effect going into your eyebrow kind of. You guys, my neighbor is like blowing his yard right now, and I don't know if you guys can hear it. He's like working from like the farthest side, and then he comes all the way over here. And right when I want to talk to you guys, he starts like blowing super loud. Obviously he can't see me, but it's just kind of annoying. Okay, and now that I've placed that, I'm gonna take an extra fluffy brush with no product and then just diffuse this edge where we added that orange brown kind of color. So now I'm gonna start to work back downwards, and I'm gonna take the colors that I was using before, Craving Chocolate and Cunnilingus, and I'm just gonna start to add that just to deepen it up right where I was placing it before, and just to deepen up that color, bring it back a little bit, make it a little bit more chocolatey than it is orange, because that orange really kind of made it super orange right there. I'm bringing back some of that chocolatiness back. And as I'm adding these colors back, I'm gonna go ahead and take this fluffy brush with no product, and every time I add some more on the edge, I'm just gonna take it and really just diffuse the edge so that all the colors that I'm adding blend out super nicely. And then that brush just does a really good job of blending everything together and kind of getting rid of all those harsh lines, which is what we want. So again, I'm gonna go back in with the darkest two colors now on that flat brush, using the same techniques, just in reverse. Money Shot and Invitation Only on a little brush, and then packing it. This is gonna be keeping it closer to the lash line this time. And then just working it a little bit upwards, just a little bit. You don't want it to take over your eyelid either. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of that burnt orange from the Morphe palette, just a little bit. And I'm gonna blend it out again right here just to bring it back a little bit. And then blend it out with that nice fluffy brush. Okay, so now that I have that nice little chocolate gradient effect on my eye, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of glitter. I found this glitter on a little Instagram store called Golden Paradise. I will link them down below. And this is just in the shade Chocolate. It's a nice, beautiful, chunky, chocolate colored glitter, which I love. And just like before, I'm gonna be taking my NYX glitter primer, and you will also be needing two flat little brushes like so. And if you guys saw my last video, you already know this little technique that I'm gonna be using. I'm just gonna be putting a little bit of the NYX primer on the back of my hand like so. And then taking one of the little flat brushes, I'm gonna just add some there and then start to place it closest to my lash line. I want most of the glitter to be concentrated on the lash line and then just slowly start to kind of fade away as I go more up on my eye. So I'm gonna be working in very small amounts at a time. So just kind of like that. And just continue to work the glitter upwards. Okay, so now that we have that pretty much settled into the lid, I'm gonna take the smallest amount of the primer on the little brush. Just really the smallest amount, you guys. And start to kind of place it above, but not like, you know, too crazy. You're not packing it on. You're not trying to make the glitter like super stick like the bottom. You just want to kind of give it like the random little glitter effect. Just kind of see where you need more and just start working in very small amounts, because if you put too much, you'll put too much glitter on there and then, you know, it's kind of hard to take it off. I mean, you can, but and there she is. She's looking pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this eye off of camera, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my face makeup, and I'll come back to show you guys how I finish this little eye look up. So yeah, let me just go ahead and do that, and I will be back to show you guys the rest of this look. Okay guys, so I am back and I am ready to show you guys what I did to finish this up. So first things first, we're gonna go back into the Jeffree Star palette, and we're gonna take a flat fluffy brush like this one, and we're gonna go back into the color Blowout and tapping off the excess. I'm then just gonna go ahead and sweep this under the lash line. And make sure you're kind of dragging it to the outer corner a little bit. And once you have that nice and smoked out, we're gonna go ahead and take another flat fluffy brush, and we're gonna take the color Craving Chocolate, and then we're gonna sweep this again under the lower lash line, but keeping this one a little bit closer to the lashes. And again, sweeping it into the outer corner just a little bit. And that is pretty much it for the lower lash line. The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice little flat brush like so and spraying a little bit of setting spray. I'm going to go back with a Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. This is my favorite palette for the inner corner, and I'm going to take this color right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start packing it into the inner corner, dragging it to the lower lash a little bit. Just like that. Now, the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with a tiny bit of the primer, the glitter primer, and I'm gonna apply some into the inner kind of corner, just a little bit, not all the way, but a little bit, just so that it overlaps with that golden shade. And I'm gonna take a tiny bit of glitter and just kind of merge those two glitters together, just so that it's a nice little gradient effect, like so. And there you have it. At this point, you would obviously put on your lashes, but since I do have lash extensions, I'm just gonna go ahead and brush them out. But like I said, at this point, you guys would just put on whatever lash you guys want. And of course, adding a coat of mascara on your lower lashes. And at this point, all we need is the lips, but I'm also just gonna go ahead and put my hair down. So let me go ahead and put my hair down, and then I'll be back to show you guys what lip combo I'm gonna be using to wrap this whole look up. So I'll be right back with my hair finished. Okay guys, so this is how the hair turned out. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's just kind of doing its own thing. I'm just gonna let it hang out and see how I feel about it. But let me just show you guys the lip combo that I'm gonna be using to wrap up this chocolate glam holiday look for you guys. So I'm gonna be taking the NYX Suede lip pencil in the color Cold Brew, and I'm just gonna start to line my lips. Like, how much blowing can you possibly be doing? Okay guys, so let's just go ahead and jump into a little voiceover on this part. I'm gonna go ahead and take the NYX Suede lipstick in the color Dainty Days, and I'm gonna start to apply the lipstick all over the lips, going over the dark lip liner just to kind of create a gradient effect. So fill them all the way in. Don't be shy, girl. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy glam holiday look. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.